Working from home, I get to grow it back out again.
Nice. Awesome. Like a real rock and roller. And in the corner over here is Pittsburgh Kevin.
I thought it was Canonsburg Kevin.
You'll always be Pittsburgh Kevin.
I'll always be Pittsburgh Kevin.
Yeah, so we got Pittsburgh Kevin hanging out. This is Chris Czynszak.
Hello, Chris.
Chris is the king of Rock and Pod.
Yeah.
He's the guy that like has have all the responsibility and all the pressure and all the stress.
No pressure at all.
You got this. Obviously.
Yeah. Every year. Why the fuck am I doing this?
I say that about a lot of things.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, man. I think we're ready to get the party started. Let me check all my traps here. Does it look like we are on anything, Lily? Does it look like we're live?
We're on Rock Rage Radio.
Yes.
I'm going to share it now.
We're on your inner circle.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play the intro music and do the thing. Okay, there's my notes. Get this out of the way. Check. All right, and I'm actually not using that, so I'll turn that off. All right, hello. Okay, let's do it. Okay. All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3. Who doesn't love a good rock and roll scream, right, Lily?
I do.
All right. From Little Richard to David Lee Roth, rock singers have always accented their vocal performances with powerful screams. So on this week's Loudini Rock and Roll Circus podcast, we're going to tell you everything you didn't know about the top 13 screams in rock and roll. Plus, we have a very special guest, Chris Czynszak, who's going to tell us all about this year's Rock and Pod Expo. You don't want to miss it. Stick around. Get ready to rock out with your talk out. It's the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. Welcome back, moms and dads, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome back to the circus. I am Lou Lombardi, a.k.a. Loudini, the ringmaster of this wild and crazy thing we do every week here on the internet, the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus podcast. You can find us still right now at loulombardimusic.com. Our official website is being redesigned and should be showing up within the next few days. So that's pretty exciting. I'm pretty excited to have that coming out for you. Let's go ahead and take care of a little bit of business. First of all, shout out to Rock Rage Radio. Go to rockrageradio.com. Download the app. You can listen to great guitar-driven rock 24/7. There's great shows on there like this one, as well as what, Lily?
Hot Licks with Lily 6, Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time.
Awesome.
Or 24 hours, everything.
Exactly. And so check them out. Download the app at rockrageradio.com. Shout out to our sponsor, Wolf's Customs. wolfscustoms.online. Listen, guys, I've been telling you guys for months now. Now we're moving in from these Zoom things to actually going out and playing gigs. There's no reason to get up on stage with the same old boring-looking guitar like the last 3 bands that played had. You can talk to Chris Thunderwolf Dotson at wolfscustoms.online, and they can do an awesome custom finish. And this is pro stuff, guys. This isn't a guy. This guy knows what he's doing. He's a musician himself. He's going to treat your instrument with kid gloves. That sounded kind of dirty, didn't it?
A little bit. It's okay.
I always like my instrument treated with kid gloves. Oh my!
No.
Anyways, I'm sorry. We have a guest here, and we should be acting more professional. Lily.
Oh, behave.
No,
Please. Then you should have invited me.
But no, seriously, he's this is totally pro stuff, and you can check him out at wolfscustoms.online. Chris has been a big supporter of the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus for a long time now. Chris Thunderwolf Dotson and company at wolfscustoms.online. Don't forget, guys, to if you're listening to us on iTunes, please hit that rate and review thing. Give us a nice review. give us a good rating, and subscribe. iTunes is kind of like Google for podcasts. If you do good on iTunes, your podcast does better. Just like in everything else, if you do good on Google, your business does better. So we're really looking for that. We really do appreciate it if you love us. You don't need to give us any money or anything like that. Just give us a good review and rate us. Subscribe on iTunes. It costs you nothing. Nothing.
Settle.
Okay. Also, by going to LouLombardiMusic.com and very soon Loudini Rock Roll Circus.com, there'll be all the stuff there to access our Inner Circle group and hang out and be able to chat with us throughout the week in our private Facebook group. There's free downloads. My album is still there. New music coming, so check it all out at LouLombardiMusic.com. Anything I'm forgetting right now, Lily, that I need to talk about?
I'm pretty sure you got.
I did it all across. Okay, so. Now I want to talk about Chris Czynszak. Chris is the man who has been organizing this very, very, very cool thing called Rockin' Pod. And we're going to get into that a little bit more about that. We're going to interview Chris here in a little while. But Chris, say hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me on tonight.
No problem, no problem. And now, Chris, I know I was listening to your podcast today. You're obviously a very knowledgeable guy about music. So do you have like a favorite off the top of your head tune with like an awesome rock scream in it that you love?
Oh, I've already got a list together.
Oh, he's got a whole list. He's a professional.
Oh,
He's
boy.
not like us, like lunkheads who like throw shit together at the last minute.
I better stop drinking.
So here's how we do it, Chris. We go around the room and we discuss and talk a little bit about the song or whatever the topic is tonight. Tonight it's these songs with screaming in them. So that's how we do it. And I think we have some overlapping ones, but don't worry about that. You to pick whatever one you want.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay, I can see that.
But I'm going to pick one of my all-time favorite songs ever by one of my all-time favorite bands that I like to mention almost every show we do, The Number of the Beast, Iron Maiden. Released in 1982. I mean, do we really need a reason why this should be on the list? Probably not. But it is said to be one of the most satisfying screams in music. It's the note. It's the moment that Satan himself entered the body of Bruce Dickinson.
What? No, he didn't.
Come on.
Satan did not enter. That's the kind of story that gets rock and roll a bad name. Now, everybody's going to say that Satan lives in Bruce Dickinson.
That's not a Lily quote, by the way. I found that quote.
Oh.
Kids today.
Yeah, kids. He has so much energy. He leads us into the new section of the song with a truly powerful scream. He sings the scream. It's like listening to a symphony. And it's known for that high-pitched and guttural wail at the end of the intro. It is described as the most blood-curdling Dickinson scream on record. In the Classic Albums documentary based on the Number of the Beast album, Dickinson states that it came about through frustration with producer Martin Birch, who forced him to sing the introduction repeatedly for hours on end. Iron Maiden is one of the few bands that can turn the concept of an old 18th century poem into an incredibly exciting and epic heavy metal song, and I do owe part of that to the scream.
There is a great.
Where's my pen?
Their behind the music is really, really good, and they talk about that exact thing about him like trying to get that intro.
Yeah,
and they did it over and over. And you're right, they did it.
I'm surprised that he even had a voice to be able to do it in the end.
That's a good one, Lily. Thanks for bringing that one in. We're gonna go to Pittsburgh, Kevin.
Oh, hey.
And then we're gonna go to Chris. So what do you got, Pittsburgh, Kevin?
So I got some obscure ones here.
Sweet.
Do you remember Joe Cocker's cover of...
A little help from my friends.
Yes, thank you, Lou. Thank you. You know what I needed, Lou? A little help from my friends. Yes.
Ba-dum-ba.
Yeah. So he's got a great scream in there. So that's my contribution for now. I am a lunkhead, unlike Lily and you. I don't have any backstories other than
Well, you're fired.
the man just let it go.
I like to get anecdotes and stuff.
Yes, well, that's why you're a professional and I'm a lunkhead.
Do you have anything on that?
I don't. I did not know he was going to bring out some deep cuts there.
Hold on now.
Hold
Hold on. We're professional. Lou's a professional.
Obviously, John Lennon, Paul McCartney wrote the song. Beatles recorded it a year earlier. But it was never released as a single. The Beatles were so impressed with Cocker's version of it that they sent him a telegram of congratulations and placed an ad in the music papers praising it. Song was recorded time as a waltz. The Beatles' original version was in 4/4 time. For Procol Harum, played drums on the track. Soul singers Madeline Bell Reeves, Rosetta Hightower, Patrice Holloway, and Sonny Wheatman provided the backing vocals. Song charts on 3 occasions. Cocker's version, UK Pop Idol. So I guess that's their version of American Idol.
Right.
Brought it to the charts again. Cocker also covered the Beatles' I'll Cry Instead. She came in through the bathroom window, and You've Got to Hide Your Love Away. Danny Cordell produced the album with Tony Visconti, who went on to do all kinds of stuff. Sesame Street did a parody of it.
That's awesome.
He performed this at Woodstock as well. And Cocker is only one of 2 acts who performed at Woodstock to have had a UK #1 hit. The other was Jimi Hendrix, who had a chart topper with Voodoo Child's Slight Return. Cocker's version was the, do you remember this? Theme song to the Wonder Years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kevin and Winnie.
Yes. I know where the memories. But in '02, Cocker performed this with Phil Collins on drums and Queen guitarist Brian May for a party at the Palace, a celebration at Buckingham Palace in honor of the Golden Jubilee of Elizabeth II. This was used in The Simpsons in a '94 episode. So it's everywhere. It's a great version. And that scream is absolutely freaking legendary. That's why I used it in the pic for the events on Facebook, because it is just absolutely amazing. All right, so let's jump over to Chris. And Chris says he has a whole list. So what do you got, Chris? Give us one, bro.
Well, I'll start off. I don't have the amount of notes you guys have per song, so this is going to go fast. But I have. I'm wearing my Kiss shirt tonight, and anyone who knows me knows I'm a massive Kiss fan. So I have to go with the obvious. I have to go with my friend Paul Stanley. So yeah, there's a little sound effect.
Look at that.
Heaven's on Fire?
No, I'm gonna go. That is a good one. And the story behind that's interesting. He was just doing vocal warm ups before the drums kicked in, and they're like, "Let's keep that. That's the intro to the song."
Cool.
Yeah,
Very cool.
But I'm gonna go obscure with this one. There's a song on the album Carnival of Souls that they released in the '90s, and it's called Master and Slave, and it's got him. The whole song stops, and he does this massive scream in the middle of the song. So that's my first one.
Good.
Nice.
Okay, cool. Give us another one, since you got a whole list and not a whole lot of backstories. That's cool. Go ahead.
Well, the next singer that came to mind immediately was Rob Halford from Judas Priest, and I've got a tie. It's 2 picks. So the first one is from Sad Wings of Destiny. It's the big scream at the end of Victim of Changes, which is just an incredible scream on that song. And then my favorite Judas Priest song from Sin After Sin, and the big scream on this one is right in the beginning, and that's Dissident Aggressor, which I just love that song.
Okay. Did you have a Priest on yours?
I did.
Which one? Okay. Good ones, Chris. Thanks for, man. And I like the little sound bite.
That was great.
I have to be careful. I get what do you call it? Like
Flagged.
smacked all the time because of sound bites and stuff. Like, that's why you're not hearing like any music. I'm not Facebook.
Oh, anything YouTube. I have is not music. It's just like words. So I think you'd be okay.
Thing. I got you, bro. I got you. Cool. Well, thanks for that. That's cool. What do you got, Lily?
I guess we'll go with my Priest song now. It's Painkiller, the opening song on the album of the same name, 1990. It's basically one big scream and is known for Halford's high-pitched screeching throughout the entire song. He's pretty much the grand master of screaming. He could have had several songs on this list, as you named a couple there. I went with this one. It was nominated for the Grammy Award for Best Metal Performance during the 33 Grammy Awards, the second year the award was presented. I have to see what else I have. Some say Chuck Schuldiner's from the band Death's cover of the song is better. I have to disagree, but apparently it is a song to scream to, because he also does the screams as well. So
it just inspires you to scream.
Yes.
I've been known to do that with certain lady friends of mine. I inspire them
to scream.
Yeah. Anyways,
I don't hear anything next door, so I don't believe you.
you don't. Wow. I am going to go with. I don't think anybody. I don't know. Chris might have his list. I don't know, but I'm going to go with this song right here, and people forget that there is awesome scream in this. It's short and it's small, but it's still a great scream, and that is Joan Jett's "Ow."
It's powerful.
In I Love Rock and Roll. I mean, that like really totally makes the song. I remember being when did this come out, Kev? 81. You know, so like, you know, middle school kid, junior high kid, and that I just thought that was just like the stuff, the shit. But so not, and some people don't realize Joan Jett doesn't write any songs, right? She's pretty much is a cover artist.
It's okay though.
You know, that's her thing, and I'm not here to throw stones or to, you know, say that Joan Jett's the greatest artist in the world. But there was a giant song, and it's got a really kick-ass scream in it. It was originally recorded by the Arrows in '75, written by their lead singer and guitarist. And it was a knee-jerk response to the Rolling Stones song, It's Only Rock and Roll. I remember watching it on Top of the Pops. I'd met Jagger socially a few times, and I knew he was hanging around with some different people, some different jet setters, and he felt like It's Only Rock and Roll was an apology